What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, our content and our community, is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you're a fair weather fan. They tried to box me in and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there. Look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Hey, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Yo, welcome in, AAA family. Somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Yes, sir. Welcome in, AAA family. Thank y'all for tapping in again. I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Don't forget to come in, drop the likes, drop the shares. We got our hot topic of the day. Why is everybody hating on Alabama? I ain't gonna waste no time getting into it. We got a lot of people down in Alabama. For some reason, some odd reason, a playoff team, I'm sorry, y'all, my mic was kind of low. A playoff team that just got it out of the, second round of the playoffs, the semifinals of the playoffs, right? A semifinal team is ranked outside the top 15 in preseason rankings. What are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? Is that even a thing right now? You got Joel Klatt on Fox. They Fox always got their thing. You got RJ Young, they Fox too. They everybody doubting Bama. So I want to get on the phone line today. I want to find out why. I need my Bama fans to speak up, speak out against the hypocrisy, right? Speak out against it. We don't want to hear none of that crazy stuff. A lot of these analysts that's weighing in on Bama, you can tell they're true Bama haters, right? We can see it. Their takes don't even make sense. You got a team that just was in the semifinals of the playoffs, coming off of 2 winning seasons, 2 back-to-back winning seasons with winning records. And for some reason, we're outside the top 15. It's time to have a conversation, chat. Here on the Coach Smook Network. Jordan, break that beat down for me. Before we get into it, let's get this roll call in. I know we got an early crowd. We got people still pulling in. As you come in, make sure you hit that like button, man. And welcome to the Coach Smook Network. We're live this morning, man. Give it up for yourselves in the chat, man. I got some energy. If y'all was in on the last live, we was in that weight room pumping up. I ran home. Took me about 7 minutes and 32 seconds to get from the gym to home with a nice little light jog. So I'm ready to get into it. Roll call. Let's get it, chat. I got the comments, Jordan. What's good, dogs forever? Man, he said, Coach Lag. Guess what? I see your trash ass was the first one in here. Why a trash ass Georgia fan, the first one to comment in the Bama chat? Oh, Lord have mercy. You're sad, boy. You're sad. Yeah. And then you know what's funny? I'm going to whoop him again whenever he stop ducking. Trash ass. Roll Tide, Antonio. Roll Tide, man. How you feeling this morning? Give it up for my boy Antonio. James Henry, Roll Tide. What's good? Chelsea, I see you in the chat. The Bama hate is real. Facts, James, especially from sappy, old mutt, termite, and flea-infested dogs like Adrian. Roll Tide to my Bama fans in the chat. I don't think it's just Bama hate. It's the SEC in general getting hate on. Nah, it's a different type of hate for Bama. It's a different type of hate for Bama. You talk about a team that beat Georgia twice in a row before they had to go to the SEC championship with half their roster and lose to them, right? But we keep getting the short end of the stick, and you got Georgia over there. They got all this production coming back, but look how they got whooped in the playoffs. Ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about LSU missing the playoffs or Auburn missing the playoffs or Texas getting handled. Oklahoma losing at home in the playoffs. Nobody talking about everybody want to see Bama fail. So we're going to get into it today. What's up, Urban Essence? Roll Tide. Let's go. Give it up. What's up, Greg? Roll Tide, my boy. My boy Greg in the chat. The Kinesis is in the chat. Shout out to my TikTok family for tapping in over there. Make sure y'all continue to tap the screen. And if you're tapping in on any other platform, continue to react to the channel, man. We feeling good this morning. We just left the gym, staying in shape, keeping this stomach nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? We not trying to have no guts this summer. We want to be able to take the tank top off at the beach, chat. Come on now, give it up for yourself, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Let's get into the show, man, here on the Coach Smook Network. I love y'all. What's up, James? I good to see you. He said, I can't hate on Georgia because Kirby was with Saban the longest out of any coordinator. Alabama is out. I'll go for it. Hell no. Not no, but hell no. Chelsea. No. Let's pause the music, Jordan. Pause the music. We got to break this down for it. We have to, listen, Chelsea, imagine, right? You, the only child, right? You the only child. And your parents go out and they bring in your cousin, right? And they raise your cousin. Your cousin, y'all close because it's your cousin, but it's not your brother, your sister, right? And then that cousin goes off, right? And that cousin start popping stuff about their life as if your parents didn't raise them or if your parents didn't teach them the way, and they start trying to act like they came up with it or they been doing this before they got with your parents. That's what Georgia fans and Kirby are like. They trying to act like they reinvented the wheel or something. We was the first 3P. Come on, chat. Come on. We was the first back-to-back, y'all. Come on. We was the first dynasty. And they want to keep trying to come for us like they actually doing something new. We been did this. It took y'all 40 plus years to do it. We done did it twice since Kirby left. What more do I have to say to show that y'all are the frauds, Georgia fans? I refuse to go for a Georgia fan. Georgia, let's kick that intro off and let's get into the show, man. Phone lines open, 334-625-1121. Call in, share your thoughts. Why is everybody hating on Bama? Let's go.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Chat, welcome in. I'm hyped today. I'm telling you right now, man. I got all the energy. I want all the smoke. One, I was reading Twitter yesterday, and a lot of these fans are very, very confident about their chances against Alabama this year for some reason. How come during the Saban era? If it happened during the Saban era, this is why I love college football and the fans of college football, especially the SEC fans who dislike or just want so bad to be like Bama, right? They want so bad to be like Bama that they can't see football for what it is, right? These are fans that are dumb like the dog fan in our chat right now. Just dumb. Don't see reality for what it is. When Coach Saban came to Bama, right? Them first 2 years, nobody was even talking about Bama becoming a dynasty. 07, 08, nobody was talking about it. And then when we finally won it in 09 and we went on our stretch run, every 3 years, everybody's talking about the dynasty is over and then we'll pop up and win another, right? For 70 years, we did it. In between that time, nobody else could establish the level of dominance that we did as a university. Coach Saban changed staff members. He had different quarterbacks. He had first-year starting quarterbacks when he went to the national championship. Jalen Hurts, first-year starting quarterback. Bryce Young, first-year starting quarterback. Mac Jones, first-year starting quarterback. Did Tua make it to the national championship that year? Yeah, we did, but we lost. First-year starting quarterback. So why does it all of a sudden, in a different era of college football, where we've seen the powers to be shift, right? Let's be realistic. The Big Ten has a formula to this college football game that the SEC has yet to figure out. And I think it has a lot to do with scheduling, but that's another topic for another time. But when we talk about what's happening right now in college football and how new faces at the quarterback position are literally the change of trajectory for your team, how do people continue to doubt Alabama when they continue to bring in top 5 recruiting classes? Make it make sense, man. You got a top 5 recruiting class. Everybody on that roster has come out of a top 5 recruiting class, except for your transfers, right? You got some transfers that weren't ranked in the top 300, however the rankings work, depending on which recruiting database you're looking at, right? So I look at it and I'm like, man, we look at this thing like, I see 4 or 5 teams in front of Alabama that shouldn't even be on the list, right? Shouldn't even be on the list. And when I say shouldn't even be on the list, I'm not disrespecting them by any means. And y'all, the phone line is open, 334-625-1121. Phone line is open. And I think about it, right? And I say, and I'm gonna just pull up a list real quick. Let's go to Sports Illustrated top 25. And they have Alabama at number 14 right now. Sports Illustrated has Alabama at number 14. ESPN has Alabama at number 21. Now, my question is this. If Alabama is at number 21, because the main thing that everybody's talking about is replacing the quarterback, the offensive line. What about Indiana? What about all the production that they're losing? And this is the ESPN panel that has Indiana ranked number 1. They just lost their Heisman winning quarterback. They lost all the key pieces to that national championship, that squad. But they're coming in ranked number 1 through ESPN. Now, if you had Ohio State, I agree. Ohio State, they the number 1 team in my rankings. But Indiana, and then these are the same expert analysts that viewers come in and try to compare my takes against. Like, bro, these people are ranking Indiana, a team that's losing the most out of the top 10 teams that you got ranked. They're losing the most in production. And they're number 1 in your rankings. Flawed. And then, like I said, Sports Illustrated has us at number 15, a little bit more respectable. But why outside the top 10? And we were, well, I get it. You know, we were, what was our seeding coming into the playoffs? Were we the number 10 seed? Number 9 seed? What seed were we, y'all? I can't remember what seed we were. But to go in on the road and win in Oklahoma, I mean, you got to have some confidence in this staff. The amount of turnover and change that Kalen DeBoer has had to deal with in his first 2 seasons at Alabama to still be a playoff team in 2 years, I think that's a feat that needs to be highlighted and respected. All right, chat. So I'm breaking it down now. I'm looking at it, and I look at where the production is, the main part of the production, right? We got so much potential, upside potential, that our base is on the same level as some of your good teams. Even with returning production, I look at skill sets, I look at rankings, I look at everything that you put on the table, and the only flaw that you can have is the fact that guys are lacking experience. You know, every first snap of every season is a new experience. Every first snap of every game is an experience, y'all. It's a new experience. So how do players get better? They keep gaining experiences, right? So to me, if you're on top of your jump from the first snap through the end of the game, and you're one of the better players, you're going to have an advantage. Hold on, y'all. I got somebody at the door. 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Jordan, run a commercial real quick.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notifications button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Yes, sir. We back. I had to go and answer the phone, y'all. We got our had some business to handle, some quality things happening for the network and for your boy in his personal life. I'm grateful for that. Give it up for Jesus on this morning. Amen. And then also I had to put a dog in check. If you ain't gonna come in here and talk for real, man, shut up. I'm on that. I'm on that today. Like, shut up. Don't come in and talk don't come in and talking stupid. Let's talk football. Save all the stupidity for stupidity time. All right. So back into it. I look at the schedules. I look at how everything's matching up. We starting the season off against East Carolina. It's a physical team. I think they're gonna play hard, but I think this is a perfect team to set us up. And then what's that? Week 2, we got Florida State. Come on, y'all. It's like, are we really gonna put a lot of investment into what Florida State finished with and give them another chance to beat us? This ain't week 1 like last year now. They caught us by surprise week 1. They punched us in the mouth on the road. Team grew up from there, didn't see another hiccup until when? Oklahoma game? So are we not in a good spot? Are we not in a good spot? We had to lose on the road twice last year for somebody to expose us. Right? So are we not in a good spot, Bama fans? A 10-2 team that went to the SEC championship and that third loss was in a conference championship game against a top 5 team. Right? Then you go to the playoffs, you go on the road and you win. You turn around, this staff knows how to do something to put their team in position to win. They're doing something right for them to be in the right position. So at the end of the day, I say it like this. Your cousin going to ECU, that's what's up. Week 3 is Florida State, I think. I'm about to put a schedule back up. I thought I had my graphic uploaded. Jordan, do we have our Coach Smook Network graphic? All right, we got it here. I thought I had one already made. I got to make one today. Remind me to make one today, Jordan. So we got Kentucky week 2. Ooh, and we on the road at Kentucky. So we get 2 quality games to open up the season. You get a home game against Eastern Carolina. You open up against East Carolina. You give your chance a opportunity to see what type of depth you have, the skill set of the depth you have, right? And then the you go to the 12th, you go to Lexington, and you're going to play a conference game, early season conference game that puts you in position in the mind atmosphere that kind of it puts the pressure on you guys. It's a different type of meaning to a conference game. This is multiple ways. National rankings, conference rankings, right? And by this game, I think you're going to start seeing more so of how do we want to approach the rest of this season. Because we get Florida State at home. The guys that played in that game last year, Bray, Keon, ZB, Dijon, Red, come on, Yanze, London, guys that didn't get to play due to injuries, Jeremiah. That's a lot of returning production on the defensive side. And then you got a lot of guys that sat on the sidelines last year and didn't get a lot of opportunities. You got guys like Ryan Williams that dropped 3 passes in that game. Right? Oh my goodness. That was funny how that came up at the right time. And the beat. What's up, Rod? Good to see you, man. Justin Hill back, right? Jason, what's good, man? Good to see you, my boy. Good to see everybody in the chat. So we got a lot of returning. And for everybody knows defense leads. I ain't gonna say it wins championships. It leads you to the promised land. Alabama has a top 10 returning defense. So why do all these experts have us outside the top 10 in a lot of their rankings? You got a quarterback battle where you got a number 1 quarterback from one recruiting class and a top 10 quarterback from another recruiting class battling it out. You got top 5 receivers all across your wide receiver room. Your running back room, you got two of the top 3 running backs from the last 2 classes in his running back room. Offensive linemen, 7 out of your 9 that you're trying to figure out the rotation are in the top 25 of their recruiting classes. You got 1 that was the number 1 offensive lineman out the portal. And if we just talking about, because that's what a lot of these analysts do. We don't look at actual film and production. We look at what's on paper. If we look at what's on paper, how is Alabama falling outside the top 10? I would give us an 8 or a 9. I wouldn't be mad, but 16, 15, 21. Let's pull these graphics up, Jordan. I gotta. Which one we want to react to first? Let's go to Joel Klatt. We know we strongly dislike this guy and his takes, man. Him and RJ Younger are one and the same to me. Let's crank this up real quick. I'm gonna show y'all Joel Klatt's top 25 post spring top 25 after he claims that he watched all the spring games and got what he needs to get as far as intel for how he wants to rank this. So I look at it and I say, Oregon number 1? How? How? Notre Dame number 2, Ohio State number 3. How's Ohio State number 3? You got one of the top ranked offenses with 70-80% of their production returning. You got 3 of the top receivers in each of their classes coming into here in their second, third years. These are not. They got another top receiver, and then the running back room, even though injured in spring, maybe he wasn't impressed by the running back room because everything else on Ohio State looked good. The secondary was deep last year. They're going to be deep again this year. They lost some key players, but they had some quality guys playing meaningful reps. I like Ohio State to be the number 1 team this coming into the season. Number 4, Indiana, I think they're getting way too much respect. That's a number 1 team that if they would have came in ranked at number 11 like Alabama was years back, or number 10, I wouldn't have been mad. I think it's respectful. It makes them earn it again. They lost a lot of production. 5th and 6th year guys on their roster that they won't have this year. They're going to have to play a lot of sophomores, redshirt freshmen. They'll look regular this year. They won't look stronger than everybody. Georgia at number 5, I respect that. 6, Miami. I don't think Miami should be inside the top 10. I think they come back, they should be 15, 17, somewhere in there. Texas, same thing. Why is Texas getting so much hype? Outside the top 10, you go LSU. And this is my problem with these rankings because LSU was not a good team last year. We whooped LSU, right? How's LSU ahead of us? How's the team we split games with ahead of us? Right? Who else is in front of us? A&M, a team that didn't even make the conference championship. How are they ahead of us? Ole Miss, another team. Oklahoma, a team that we beat in the playoffs. How are they ahead of us? These rankings are so far. Michigan is in the top 15. Penn State, we're 1 spot ahead of BYU. What in the? Come on, man. Joel Klatt, you're funny for this. So 16 is wild. Thoughts in the comments, man. I just don't get it. I look even with the defenses. Like if we were just talking about defensive rankings, like Alabama in this graphic right here, Alabama has the top 5 defense returning. Oregon is not going to be a number 1. They don't handle their schedule this year. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, and they kept they coordinator too. I think Pete Golden going to be a solid coach over at Ole Miss, man. I think Golden going to have a solid season as his first full season as a head coach over there. And Ole Miss schedule actually is favorable too, so I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being a 9-10 win team that's looking for a playoff spot. Especially, man, I'm telling y'all. And check this out though. Let's take away this narrative, and I'm kind of I'm kind of going off topic here. But imagine, let's say, Joel Klatt's top 25 was the playoff seedings, right? 24, your top 24 teams get in. Your top 24 teams get in. Imagine the matchups in this playoff, right? So if you're playing 24, that means your first 4 teams get a bye, and then you'll go 5 versus 24. As Georgia versus South Carolina for your first round playoff game. Ooh! Miami versus Utah. Texas versus Houston. LSU versus Iowa. A&M versus Arizona. USC. We play USC. Penn State versus Oklahoma. Michigan versus Ole Miss. Or would it be? It would actually be. It would actually be Tennessee and South Carolina playing to get in. They would have to play to get in. And then it'll start breaking down like that. That'd be a cool little bracket, man. That'll be cool. The fact that Ole Miss lost their head coach players to the draft is crazy. The only thing I'll give them is based off their performance last season. Facts. But they, like you said, they lost so much production. They moved head coaches. They had some staff movements. They didn't lose a lot in recruiting, though. They did not lose a lot in the portal. Ole Miss, they returned a lot of production. And I think the way that they played in the playoffs against Georgia, they deserve a top 15. They deserve a top 15. But if they're in the top 15, We should be top 15. That's all I'm saying. Me personally, I like it. But what are we going to do about it? How much fuel we need to prove them wrong? Everyone's still using Lank motto. Well, let them know this year. Then, I agree. We're not talking about, for me, I'm just trying to understand the mindset of these expert analysts. Y'all call these people experts. How's this expert analysis? Where does it make sense where teams that don't have any type of continuity, cohesiveness, new staff members, new players, Sam Levitt ain't played a snap in the SEC? Orange Manning in Texas haven't stepped up to the plate in the past 2 years, as hit with him as a starter. We've been to the SEC championship. We just came out of our conference title game and a road victory. And we're outside the top 15. That's wild work. Phone line is open, 334-625-1121. Phone line is open. We're going to take a quick infomercial break, and when we come back, we'll see if we have a call. If not, I'm going to go through my top 10, my preseason top 10, and then we'll take another quick break, and then when we come back, I'm going to finish the show with my top 5 players on Alabama's roster for this 2026 season. All right? We'll be right back after these messages. We want to give a shout out, first of all, to one of our partners, Sports Info Solutions. They provided us with a lot of coverage and information for the draft. We didn't get to do a lot of shorts and things of that nature. We did a lot of live interactive things. But if you have not utilized their website, if you're an analytical person, you want to get into some stats and breakdowns, Sports Info Solutions is the way to go. Check this out.
Hold on 1 second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars? Check out nfldraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
Sir, all right, this info, this segment is sponsored by our sponsors here at Farmers Insurance in Hoover, Alabama, man. Shout out to my brother, Frederick Harris, and the Farmers Insurance family of Hoover, Alabama, for being a sponsor of the Coach Smook Network and helping us continue to share our content, man, and helping us grow. Now, top 10. Let's go top 10 right here on the Coach Smook Network. I want to go top 10, and maybe I could get Jordan in the back to type it up on a banner while we do it live. I got the other banners for you, Jordan. It's a 2-man team today, y'all, so y'all bear with us. We got it. And we're going to put it on a ticker. We're going to put it in a ticker. Top 10 preseason top 10 rankings on the Coach Smook Network. Let me type it real quick. Y'all, I'm chewing this gum because I'm hungry, y'all. I'm about to go eat. Y'all see me at the gym. And I like our little short shows. I like the hour-long shows, y'all. They've been real interactive. Y'all been very, very active. Y'all been very active, y'all. All right, y'all. My preseason top 10, man. My preseason top 10. Number 1, I'm coming in with Ohio State. I refuse to hate on this squad. As a matter of fact, I hate them so much because I like them. As a Bama fan, I like Ohio State. I don't know what it is. I've always had this secret liking. I'm not a fan. I just have always liked Ohio State. I don't know what it is. Even when I got to go visit the stadium and we took pictures, I've always liked Ohio State. I hate on them because they get the easy schedules, but I like them. I like the Buckeyes, y'all. Call me whatever. Some of y'all in this mud, y'all saying y'all root for other teams in the same conference that we should be hating. Y'all will respectfully root for Georgia? Hell no. I will pull for Georgia if it's like postseason bowl games. They playing against a big team team. I'm gonna pick them, but I'm not cheering. I'm not gonna watch the game and be like, woo! No, hell no. But Ohio State, I find myself, good catch. Way to see it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, honestly, Ohio State is the Big Ten version of Alabama. So number one is Ohio State for me. Number two, I will give Notre Dame they respect, and they do. I think Notre Dame is going to be a tough competitive team. And with their schedule, them not being in the conference, I think they're going to be able to do 11-1 type of season. I really do. Number three, I'm going to come in, and this one might surprise some people, but I do think this is one of the teams that will end up being more so of your dominant but figuring it out at the same time teams. And I think that I got to be careful with how I say this. Miami, even though they lost a lot, and I know I was just talking about them, I think what they're doing defensively is going to allow them to grow offensively, and they got some skill sets over there. So because of how they finished last year and coming into this season with the type production, the quarterback room is looking like it's some good competition going there. I think Miami deserves number three. Number four, I'm going to slide Georgia right to number four. SEC champs. Got put out in the playoffs by Ole Miss, but that don't matter, right? Coming in, they come in with the most production offensively. They lost a lot on defense, but we know Kirby and his defense, that's his bread and butter. My thing is this. Has college football passed up Kirby's philosophy when it comes to his defensive scheme? Has college football, it caught up to Saban and pushed him out? I see Georgia struggling with stopping the run. When have we ever heard of Georgia not being able to stop the run? We saw Ole Miss whoop them up in the run game, right? They gave up multiple 30-point games last season. So college football is definitely changing. And you're seeing other teams catch up. So that was number four. Georgia, number five. I have to give Texas Tech their due. I think Texas Tech, even though they went in the portal and did crazy stuff last year, they're bringing back a lot of that production. Their schedule with the Big 12, they're going to be competitive in that conference. They might even end up winning it. All right. So number five, I'm gonna slide Texas Tech in there. Number six, I'm gonna go Michigan. At number six. Number seven, I got Bama. I got us at number seven. I got Bama at number seven. And Jordan, let me know if you're getting all this. At number eight, right behind us, I got Ole Miss coming in at number 8. At number 9, we're going to go down to the bottom of this list a little bit. But they have a solid returning core, and I think that Brandon Ball will help them win some early matches and upsets. BYU, what ranking am I at? Number 9, right? That was number 9. BYU should be number 9. And then number 10, I have Oregon. I don't have LSU in my top 10. I got Oklahoma right outside my top 10 at 11. I don't have many SEC teams. I think, and then also my dark horse for my top 10. My dark horse. I'm gonna make y'all throw up. I already feel it. I'm gonna make y'all throw up, and y'all gonna be pissed because I'm telling the truth, and I'm making myself sick as I have to think about it, like actually saying this. And the closer it gets to the tip of my tongue, the sicker I get. Auburn might be. Auburn might be a 10. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to tell the truth. and nothing but the truth. Alex Golesh is a scary coach. Alex Golesh is a scary football mind. And he has a young DJ Durkin who's a great defensive mind. And if you all have not watched football in the past 3 years, then you wouldn't know that. What Alex Golesh was able to do at USF, and he was able to bring his quarterback over in a few more pieces. He went in the portal, already had a stable of receivers. They might have lost Cam, but they still got some guys there. Went and got some more guys out the portal. Brought in a solid recruiting class. The D-line is returning. They got linebackers skill sets returning. Their secondary is supposed to be rebuffed. Auburn might be a scary team this year. The Iron Bowl is going to be one for the ages. I can't wait to see the oldest, the Deep South. Ain't that what Auburn, Georgia, Deep South's oldest rivalry? Ain't that what it's called? What's the Auburn, Georgia rivalry called? Man. No, Chelsea, you better go watch that Canes defense. Don't watch the tired Canes defense that after being dominant for the first 9 weeks and after suffering some injuries, some key injuries, they started to see some breaks. Miami was just trust me, Chelsea. Trust me. The drama ain't no drama. That drama made my stomach hurt, having to tell the truth. I told him about Auburn, that coach hard-nosed buddy, that my sleeper team. I'm telling y'all, man. Auburn has something brewing. I like Alex Golesh. I told y'all when we were looking for offensive coordinators, when Kalen DeBoer was coming to Alabama, and we were looking for other coaches that might look at the next level for like an upgrade, lateral move, Alex Golesh was one of my top guys. See, I agree with you, but Auburn gets hyped up every year. They do. But Auburn, I don't think Auburn's had the minds that they have put together. This Auburn staff reminds me of Gus when he first got to Auburn. You remember how quiet it was for their staff? And it took them a few years before everybody started really recognizing how good of a team that they had been, how competitive. And in a lot of years, they let's be honest, let's stop hating on little brother. Let's stop hating on our little slow cousins over there, right? They suffered injuries, and when they've had studs that could really just be game changers, injuries took them out. We played Auburn teams that were one-dimensional, and we couldn't stop them because they were able to get guys that good and scheme up guys and put them in perfect position. So I ain't hating on Auburn. I'm telling the truth. Facts. We telling the truth. Me too. I like Golesh as the weapon. Facts. But now they have a coaching staff. That's what I'm saying, James. This is a different Auburn. The atmosphere is there. Speaking with some Bama verbal commits right now, that some guys that not verbal commits, some guys that's been offered by Alabama, some in-state guys that's taking this Auburn visit. Their spring visit was different. The same energy. I feel like the same type of energy and questions that were around Alabama. Auburn's not getting that because the expectations are not set that high. So anything new, they're going to hype it up. But to see what Alex Golesh's track record has been, to see what DJ Durkin and his defense did to us last year in the Iron Bowl in Jordan here, I don't think they take a step back. DJ Durkin is a mind, man. He's a mind. So that's one of my sleepers. And then also another one of my sleepers. I know I didn't have Oregon in my top. Well, I have Oregon at my number 10. But I think sleeper wise, I think SMU might make a push in the ACC. The ACC outside of Miami to me is wide open. And people forget that SMU is in the ACC. I think SMU, that Brett Lashley, Brett Lashley still at SMU, right? Brett Lashley still at SMU. I think they're a sleeper. And then my final sleeper, Josh Heupel and Tennessee. I don't think they're an 11-win team. I don't think they're 10. I think they're a 9-win team that finds a way to lose to the right teams. They find a way to lose to Georgia, Tennessee, and Georgia, Alabama. I'm sorry, Georgia, Alabama. And let me pull up their schedule. As long as they don't lose to Florida, and they get to host Auburn at home. If they could beat Auburn, they host Texas. If they beat Texas in week 5 of the season, but their 4th game, watch out. Josh Heupel he'll start that stamp of approval will start the ink will start to dry on that, because he's been winning some big games since he became the head coach of Tennessee. He's put that team in perfect position. They have a playoff berth under him. Did they miss it last year? I think they missed it by a game last year. They got Auburn after Texas. They get to host that. They go to Arkansas. They host us. Go to South Carolina. Tennessee could be a 9-3 team if their losses only come to us. They don't even play Georgia next season. Tennessee, they don't play Georgia. They play Auburn, us, LSU, Texas. Tennessee's the sleeper, y'all. I can't stand them either, but my nephew played for him. So anytime you see Travis Smith Jr. on the field, just know my heart is gonna be a little fluttered, especially when we gotta go. We gotta see them when we gotta go to Knoxville. A week 1 game I'm watching is Auburn and Baylor. Auburn and Baylor week 1 is interesting. One, because Baylor did a facelift. We saw what they did last year, and I just think this is a chance for Auburn to really. Are they going to be mediocre? Because I think Baylor has more questions. Or are they going to show up like a dominant SEC team and be like your tier 2, tier 1 SEC programs and go out and handle business? So our top 10: Ohio State, Notre Dame, Miami, Georgia, Texas Tech, Michigan, Alabama, Ole Miss, BYU, Oregon. And my dark horse is Auburn and Texas Tech. Wait, I already had Texas Tech in my top 10. It wasn't Texas Tech. Let me go back. Let me pull my list back up, Jordan. My dark horse was Auburn and SMU. I'm sorry, Auburn and SMU. Auburn and SMU are my dark horses. No, I don't have Oklahoma. I have Oklahoma at number 11, number 12-ish. I don't have LSU in my top 12. I don't have Texas in my top 10. I don't. I think Ohio State is going to blow Texas out to start the season. That's going to hurt. Arch Manning going to still be a first-round draft pick, all that good stuff. But I don't have Texas. I don't even have them making the playoffs. I have Oklahoma making it out of the SEC. I got Michigan making it out of the big. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of quality teams going to be stepping into the season. All right, y'all. We got one more infomercial break. And then, like I said, the phone line's been open the whole time. 334-625-1121. We're going to give our top 5 players. The current roster at Alabama, top 5 players on the roster here on the Coach Smook Network. I'm going to name my 5. While we were working out this morning at the gym, I named my number 1. I already told y'all who my number 1 was. Ray Hubbard. I seen a comment reply to it already. We're gonna break down what best player means to me, and then hopefully we get somebody on the phone line to explain what the best player is, who the top 5 players is on the roster. But explain what the best player means to you. All right, on the Coach Smook Network. Get ready to call in, say your name, and put me in the game. Coach Smook, top 5 players on the Alabama roster. Right after these messages, we will be right back. Y'all tap in with your boy. Take us out, Jordan. Give us an infomercial break.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. We're here live on the show. 334-625-1121. Y'all can't see the number because I'm covering it, but it's over there. What are we doing? Okay. Controller, get out of the way. 334-625. Green screen right there. Call the number. Get in the game with your boy, Coach Smook. We got a call on the line. We got them waiting, but I'm going to do my rundown real quick. My top 5 players. And it could be a lot of players right now, man. We got some new coming faces. We got some returning guys. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a few key pieces that I think need to be identified. I already talked about Bray Hubbard being the number one, the best player, the best asset for this team. I ain't talking about the most athletic. I ain't talking about the fastest, the strongest. The player that's going to make the most plays and put this team and lead by example, and you can count on them to do their job 100%. Number 1 for me is Bray Hubbard. Number 2, I'm going to stay in that secondary, Dijon Lee. Number 3, I'm going to stay in that secondary, Xavier Brown. Number 4, I'm going to get on that defensive line, and I'm going to go London Simmons. He may not be playing the most reps this year, but I think he's going to be the impact player. And then number 5, staying on the defensive side, right? We're going to do top 5 offense, top 5 defense. Staying on the defensive side, I think your best, one of your top 5 players that nobody's really talking about on that D line is our boy Desmond Zulu. I know Justin Hill, Yanzi Pierre, all them guys. Let me remove one. I forgot about Yanzi. Because I like Desmond and I like Yanzi on the field at the same time. Defensively, my top 5, let's call it out. Bray, ZB. Oh, this tough now. London. Des, let's go Yanzi. Ooh! It's going to be between Des and I don't know, y'all. I don't know, man. That D line loaded. I got Jeremiah Beeman in my mind. It's a lot. It's a lot of dogs on that defense, man. I can't give y'all a number 5 right now. I can't give y'all a number 5 on defense. Now, on offense, I can really get tight on offense. Number 1, I think Michael Carroll is your best player on the offensive side right now. I think he's your heartbeat. I think he's the energy. He's the momentum. It's not often you hear about offensive linemen being leaders in the room, but as a true sophomore, you will see him be a leadership asset in that room. He's a guy that everybody kind of leans on for energy on that offensive line. We know that it starts with the offensive line, with the production of the offense. Number two, I'm gonna go Ryan Williams. I think he's gonna be one of the better players, one of the best players on the offense this year. Ryan Coleman Williams will be one of the better offensive players this year. Number 3, I think it is we're setting up for a breakout year for AK Deer. I think AK Deer about to be doing his thug thizzle, y'all. I really do. Number four. I'm gonna go to the tight end room. I saw some things in spring practice and the second spring practice, and then even at the scrimmage. I saw some things with the tight end room that I think is going to allow this player to be the top tight end in the country. Brock Bowers like energy, and that's Caleb Edwards. Caleb Edwards is a mismatch problem. 6'5", 255, 250. Runs like a 4'7", 4'6". Can stretch the field vertically. You can't one-on-one him with a linebacker or safety. He's going to hurt your feelings. And then number 5, I think Keelan Russell is the key to all of these guys having success. Mike, Caleb, AK Deer, and Ryan, Keelan Russell is the key, and I think he has the skill sets, and he's one of the best players. You saw what he did in the spring game. You saw how calm, cool, and collected he was last year. I think he's in the spot. All right. So that's my top 5 on the offense. Number 1, Michael Carroll. Number 2, Ryan Coleman Williams. Number 3, we went AK Deer. Number 4, I think we're gonna have Caleb Edwards kind of just pop out this year. And number 5, Keelan Russell. Defensively, Bray Hubbard, number 1. Number 2, we went Xavier Brown. Number 3, we went London Simmons. Number 4, we went Yanzi Pierre. And number 5, I think I'm gonna have to just stay in the secondary with Dijon Lee, chat. I think ZB and Dijon on the boundaries is gonna be so crucial. And then you got Bray just hovering around the middle. You got London up front being disruptive. And then Yanzi coming off the edge. Like, you got a lot of stuff to look out for against this Bama's defense. And we ain't even talk about Jira Edwards and Keon Sabb and who else? I mean, the linebacker core. I think we got some of the best defensive players in the country stacked up on this roster this year. The depth of talent, Terrence Green getting him and Tompkins out of the portal. They could have been in my top 5 too. I could have used 5 defensive linemen and been like, they're my 5. I think we're deep like that. So we're on the phone lines. Yo, Shep, you're in the game with Coach Smook. Y'all give it up for my brother Shep, man. You're in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man. How you feeling today, brother? Man, nothing much, man. We talking top 5. We talking Alabama preseason rankings. The floor is yours, man. What's on your mind with those 2 topics? Alabama preseason rankings is a hot topic for me because I don't like the fact that we outside the top 10. And I know it don't mean nothing. I don't know it don't mean that. I think expert analysts should have a little bit more common sense and use a little more analysis instead of their feelings. So give me your thoughts on the preseason top 10, specifically Joel Klatt's top 25. Like, this is crazy to me.
Surmountable. It is a surmountable difference in what they're raking in versus the SEC. So a lot of your analysts, Joe Klatt and some of the others, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the fact that the SEC basically is being outspent now from your Big Ten teams, and
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's a real topic. It's a real topic. Like that text message that I received, I mean, it is a wealth gap from the SEC in the Big Ten, and so a lot of people then they don't want what 3 of the last championships. How many, Coach? What,
3 in a
2, 3?
row.
They won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana.
That's exactly right. And so the disrespect is definitely there. However, like Kirby Smart said, somebody got to emerge out of the SEC and kind of put the SEC back in its rightful place and back in the right perspective in America. And we got to get the respect back, man, of the nation. But it definitely don't shock me that Alabama is ranked. I mean, it's not ranked. It definitely don't shock me.
I think I'm not necessarily shocked. Every offseason, Bama gets the dynasty is over, Saban is done.
Yeah, exactly.
We get that every season, but I look at the rankings and I want to hear how they justify putting a team that didn't even finish in the top 25 in LSU ahead of Alabama. Like you said, if it's just based off spending in the portal, right? If that's what we ranking by, then if that's the case, Texas Tech should be number 1.
I mean, yeah, because if you remove a few of those teams, Alabama definitely make the top 10. But they're not going to do it right now because everybody going off of how Alabama ended the season. A lot of people going off how we, sometimes people don't. Sometimes people don't think about, you can do 10 things good and one not so good, and 1 or 2 not so good, and they don't forgot about the 10 things that you did good. And I think that's where Alabama is. I was listening to Greg McElroy talking to Kalen DeBoer on the interview, and I am feeling better about Kalen DeBoer myself personally. It was a good interview. I think Kalen DeBoer understands that, here in my 3rd year at Alabama, and he was saying about some of the atmospheres that he was, going in, that some of the schools that he had been, but a lot of them he had not been. And he was like, and see, all of that plays a role in preparing your team. You got a second-year head coach that's not really used to the SEC environment. I think all of that is playing a role into the psyche of Alabama. And he was saying that a lot of the guys has came back, for they didn't even, stay away long. Like, they already back on campus preparing. And he was talking about the unity of the team and everybody embracing each other. And I think, he was saying this kind of the same thing last year. But I do think in this 3rd year, I don't think it's necessarily the team coach. I think we're going to see a better prepared head coach. I think Kalen DeBoer is going to be better prepared. And I think that's what's going to leak down into his team. Because I'm from the top down type of guy. I feel like everything starts at the top. So, when you're dealing with the anxiety, because he was talking about the scheme, the scheme. Kalen DeBoer was talking like a lot of people were still getting used to their scheme. And that's normal. Well, the verbiage changed. And he was talking, basically he was saying he had some undersized defensive linemen, that probably wasn't tall enough to bat down a lot of balls. We know he got Tompkins this year. I think Tompkins like 6'4".
You got 6'5" Tompkins, you got 6'6" Green, you got 6'5" Beeman, you got 6'4", 6'5" Simmons, you got coming off the edge 6'4", 6'5" Pierre, you got like Saban used to recruit, before he started doing that. And no disrespect, and I'm not dogging anybody, but the Tim Keenans, There was a Quinnen Williams for a reason, and even Quinnen 6'3", 6'2"?
About 6'3", yeah.
Yeah, so like, but he had a different type of speed for his size. We didn't get that from Tim. Tim was hella strong, but the feet weren't as fast. He didn't provide the chase down that you want from the interior. When you have to play that two gap concept or scheme, like you get that from a London Simmons, you get that from a Jeremiah Beamer, you get that from a Terrence Green, you get that from a Devin Tompkins, you get that from a Caleb Smith, the transfer from Washington, that I think is going to surprise a lot of people. You get that from Desmond Zulu, who's going to be coming off the edge at the bandit position from South Carolina. Like, you get that from your front this year. Now that frees up your linebackers to go and fit gaps and just fly around, play underneath a lot of your flats and curls and hooks underneath. Man, I don't think we have seen the beginning of what the team looks like, because, and if you think about it, and I'm just factoring everything you just mentioned about him being more prepared, the fact that he didn't even have assets to be prepared for what they wanted to do and still be able to go out and win as many games in the last 2 years as he's done, right? 19 games out of the first, you know what I'm saying, in his first 2 seasons. This is a situation where, Alabama went 10-4 last year, 11-4.
11. Well, I think it was
11-4, yeah. So you going to factor all those things in, man. A coach that won 20 games in his first 2 years, you only get 12 games in the regular season. So the fact that he got 20 wins out of the 28, 29 games he's played at Alabama, 27. That's success. And you haven't had. That's like me, Shep. You're a barber, right?
Right.
That's like me. You have a crazy clientele from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Every 30 minutes, you're supposed to be doing haircuts, right? And at your old shop, you had some clippers. They weren't as fancy, or your shop wasn't as fancy as mine, but you had your clippers and you was efficient with what you was doing. You was getting good haircuts. You was knocking them out all day. But then you come to my shop and I got all this new stuff that you're not used to. I got the ring light set up. I got the chair that spins with the button, the hand. I got a floating camera that's going to capture your haircut. Like, I got all this new stuff that you ain't used to. Does that mean you ain't no good barber? That means you can't cut?
No, it doesn't.
So when you get to this new shop and you're not able to finish these cuts in 30 minutes like you was at the old shop, does that mean you can't cut hair no more?
No, it doesn't.
It take you time to get used to all that stuff. You start finding new ways to set your lights up, the camera moving around you. That's what Kalen DeBoer been doing. He been working with what he got. And now going into year 3, you don't think if you're able to win 9 wins 1 year, 11 wins the next, you don't think this man can go 13, 14 wins?
Yeah, and what was impressive, I feel my blood moving now because you get me excited. and what's impressive is this right here. Basically, Greg McElroy highlighted him being, because I was a big Kalen DeBoer guy. That's why I was so disappointed, because I was a big Kalen DeBoer guy at first. And so Greg McElroy highlighted every one of his teams. And he was like, right here in Fresno State, you had the number 1 rushing such and such stuff. He had a 1,000-yard back. And Kalen DeBoer was like, yeah. And I think that guy's still in the NFL. That was like 2017. So basically, what Kalen DeBoer does, like whenever he gets to, and he also said something that was astounding. He was like, "Yeah, I know what that looked like." He said that he knows what a championship caliber team looked like. That's what he said. Because I'm a visionary guy. Like I can hear you talking all day long, but you got to show me that you know what you're talking about.
Facts.
So, right. So I mean, anybody can clap and run their cheeks. I mean that pink thing in your mouth is very powerful, right?
Yeah.
So Kalen DeBoer was like, I know what that looks like. And I was like, whoa. So he does have vision for Alabama. And so what Greg McElroy highlighted was whatever personnel he has, he knows how to adjust to that personnel to try to make it work until he get what he wants. Brother, I liked it that. Because and so they brought up Ty yesterday, like throwing the ball around, because that's the personnel that they had.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like Kalen DeBoer knew that he didn't have a 800-yard rusher. he done had an offensive line.
It was
almost like
so. Shep, but I got to jump in when you say that, because the conversation I was having with one of the assistant staff members coming into the season last year, I kept highlighting. I said this staff feels like their best asset is creating momentum off of the passing game. It is nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you're going to be a primary passer, but when you call these certain group of sets of pass plays, this is what's going to jumpstart us, because this is how our offensive line, they see this group of plays or this style of play the clearest. They effectively do this. And when you get into the season and it's not your offensive line, that's the problem in those play calls. It's your quarterback or your receivers dropping the ball. It makes the whole thing look different, because you as a coach, you've evaluated the skill sets of your team and you're trying to give them what's best for them, and they're not executing. So back to you, bro. I just had to throw that in there for conceptual. We got 2 minutes. Phone lines open up in 2 minutes, chat. Go ahead, Shep.
No, I love it. It's almost like Hulk Hogan. It's almost like Hulk Hogan in the Ultimate Warrior tag team, right?
Facts.
And so you know, and I mean, and listening to it was a great interview, and listening to things that Kalen DeBoer was saying, it really kind of settled some doubts and some anxiety that I probably had even coming into this year. But he's starting to send a message that, hey, you know, we know what we're looking for here, you know, and this is what we intend to do. Now, I do got a problem with this, which is a side note on the conversation. This is my last point. It's like they're trying to hype up 13 to be the starter. I don't know if Isaiah ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, his name is being, Greg McElroy brought it up last year, his name is being thrown out.
EJ?
You
talking about EJ Crowell?
Yeah, EJ Crowell, yes.
I think by week 6, week 7, he might get slid into that starter role, man. Him and AK, I think you'll start seeing those two kind of like week 6, week 7. One of them two will be the first back out. That's what I believe.
Right, but here's the thing about it. Kalen DeBoer did not deviate from it. He said his system allows that to happen. Like he said that is not unusual in his system. So the guy, I mean, but you know, back to the top 5 players, you know, to kind of end the show, man, I kind of agree with you. You know, you got to throw defense in there. You know, your defensive guys. You know, 42, which is number 0. I can't think of his name.
Yanzi
the
Pierre.
linebacker.
Yanzi.
You leave Pierre, then Bray Hubbard, and then you got to go to the secondary. To what is it, Mincy?
You think about the corner? Which one? The corner or the safeties?
Yeah, I like both of them.
I had Dijon Lee and ZB both corners in my top 5 on the defense. I think we got lockdown boundary. I really do think this year we have lockdown boundary.
Absolutely, I think it's going to be hard to throw the ball against Alabama. And so when you come back over to offense, so I got 3 on defense and I got 2 on offense, and I believe yesterday I was doing my exercise and I thought about Ryan Williams. But so I've been hard on him too. But let me tell you something. You know, me and you a little weird. I'm kind of, you know, and I'm like, the dude changed his name and he changed his number. I was like, you know what? This guy probably has refocused for real. Let me get this guy some grace, right? So, brother, I'm gonna throw Ryan Coleman Williams back in there, and you know, and then I'm gonna also throw an offensive lineman in there, cause like you said, the quarterback gonna complement itself. So and I definitely like. This is who I like on the offensive line. I was listening to Kalen DeBoer talk about him. You know, he's rugged, he's tough. Man, I think Racing Delgado is gonna be nasty.
I like that. Hey, I wanted to give it to him. But beside like that tackle guard right side with Michael Carroll, it don't matter where you put Michael at on the offensive line. But he's going to be, to me, what he did as a freshman last year, bro. He brings the same impact and experience and type of momentum that you feel with Delgado. That's why I had to keep him in my top 5. But I do not disagree. Shep, last statement, and then we got to open the phone lines, man.
No, that's it, brother. Thank you for having me. I'm headed to the barbershop. I got folks waiting. But man, I just wanted to I didn't want to get too loud and too carried away. But I'm excited. I'm buying more into what Tatum DeBoer is talking. You excited this morning? Your voice is high pitched today.
Yeah.
So listen, man.
Look, I'm up there today. I'm up there today. I'm up there.
We get.
I was in the
the chat line. The chat line is wide open, man. The chat line is open, so man, we getting closer to this thing. We almost pushing, fall camp and all this stuff. Is it fall camp or is it summer camp? Summer camp finna start, the 4-quarter program, all that stuff. And he also mentioned Freddie Roach. I think Freddie Roach is gonna be. We ain't talking about coaches today, but I think Freddie Roach got something to work with, man. I think he got at least 7 guys that he gonna rotate. I think Bama gonna rotate at least about 7 guys.
7, Shep, try 9. Try 9. I'm so serious.
9.
Roach tried it early last year. If Beeman was there last year, Simmons was still getting snaps, bro. You get what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be 3 solid groups in that 3-man front. You add Yanzi in that group of Bandit and Wolf personnel. You got Bandit personnel that can play D tackle in this room. But Shep, we gotta open the phone line. Right. Man. I catch up with you later, brother. Y'all give it up for Shep, chat. Give it up for Shep in the chat. Hey, we get excited talking that Bama football. I don't really want to cut folks off, man, but I want everybody to get a chance. We've missed 3 calls. I just want him to get his chance, man. We haven't had a phone call, and I know. Look, I ain't gonna rush us off. I'm not gonna rush the show today, but I do want to get y'all on the line. So call in 334-625-1121. We got our next caller, Zach.
Call from Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, man. Y'all give it up for my brother, Zach. We got 5 minutes on the line, man. We got the line hot today, Zach. Go ahead and talk your talk, man.
Yes, sir. What's good, Coach Smooth and my AAA family? How are y'all doing this morning?
Man, it's hot and going today, man. You seen your boy in the gym this morning? You see me in the gym, Zach?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trying to get swole out here in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get swole. I'm trying to pull them like you be pulling them, Zach. Nah, go ahead, man. What's on your mind, man? We got the preseason top rankings, and then we got Bama's top 5 players. You can do offense and defense or top 5 on the team, however you want to do it. Preseason, Bama ranking. You got 21 and 16 on a lot of your main polls. What's your thoughts on the preseason rankings, man?
Yeah, and I mean, I understand where the experts are coming from going in. We're a young team this year, and a lot of people don't have faith in us right now. So this is Kellen DeBoer's shut them up year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this is his roster now. Mm-hmm. I mean, right off the top of my head, Bray and Yanzi are the only 2 Saban remaining players. Mm-hmm. And so this is pretty much his roster now. So this is his prove it year to go out there and show us what his Alabama roster is going to look like.
Facts.
Know. And I mean, and I think this year the defense is going to even take another step forward. You know, year 1, it took us, 6 games to get him into a rhythm. Last year, 4.5. I think this year it's going to be even sooner. You know, that week 2, week 3, where we hit our rhythm and just take off with this defense. I'm excited for this defensive line because we got some dudes on the defensive line and we've been lacking in that area. So I'm glad we went out and got some key pieces to fill that defensive line group. The one area that I would be concerned about is the linebacker room because of how young we are in that room. Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to work itself out with the guys that we have because I know what in that room. I know what we got with the guys we got in that room. You know,
Facts.
We got some dudes. It's just is it going to translate on the field? You know, my top 5 on offense, I got to go. Number 1, AK Deer. Number 2, Michael Curl.
Michael Curl. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You remember I was trying. I couldn't think of how we were saying it at A-Day, Zach. You remember we kept saying his name?
Yep.
I could not think of how I was saying it for the life of me. I kept saying Michael Curl. You know what I'm saying? I kept saying Michael. But we were saying Michael Curl. You remember we was Go ahead,
Yes,
Zach. My
sir.
bad. There you go.
And I'm gonna kind of throw a wrench. My number 3, I'm gonna go Derek Meadows.
Ooh.
Because of his height and his 50-50 ball capability. I think he's going to be able to go out there and step up this year after suffering a concussion last year that kind of limited him and how we wanted to utilize him last year. Number 4, I gotta go with Caleb Edwards at number 4.
Okay.
And then number 5, I have to go with back to the offensive line again. I'm going with Racing Delgatti at number 5.
All right. I like that. So number 1 was AK Deer. Number 2 was Michael Carroll. Then we got number 3. You said Dark Horse or Surprise Derek Meadows. Number 4, Caleb Edwards, and then number 5, Delgatti. I like that 5. I like the fact that you didn't have Keelan Russell in there like me. I like that. And I do like the fact that we are looking at this tight end. I think just me personally, Chad. I think Alabama's loaded in the tight end room. I just me personally. I talk about Caleb Edwards a lot, but I think Marshall Pritchard is just as good, if not more of a receiving asset than Caleb. I think Josh Ford is going to be the perfect H-back. Like, he's going to be the marquee H-back, the guy that can line up as that fullback or that offset wing tight end and do some things in both pass pro, run blocking, and receiving downfield. Josh Ford also has an arm. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Know that about his history. He played a little quarterback. So I could see Ryan Grubb getting too cute and allowing him to do something early in the season, like a double pass play or something with the tight end. Something you ain't never seen. Just like we never seen a screen pass to offensive lineman until last year, right?
Right.
I had never seen a screen pass. I seen the offensive lineman get a handoff. You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen a screen pass thrown to an offensive lineman and the offensive lineman catch it and actually gain yards. Honestly, if Caden Proctor, and we're gonna open the phone lines after this last statement from Zach. But if Caden Proctor would have cut inside, I don't think nobody was tackling them. All the small guys were just running up and diving at his feet, man. It was so funny to see that. If he cuts inside instead of trying to get outside, he not getting ran out of bounds. He falling over everybody. He not touching the ground. It was so many. Everybody was just laying down in front of him. So that was a funny thing. But like the top 5, Zach, like your take on the preseason rankings, I do think Alabama deserves some more respect, but I do think this plays into our favor with the momentum. Final thought, Zach, and then we're going to get this phone line open.
Yeah, my final thoughts is this defense is going to be nasty this year, boy. I just have that gut feeling that Kenny Womack's going to get to shut up a lot of people this year. Roll Tide, my AAA family. Love you guys. Roll Tide, Coach Smook, and I'll holler at you guys later.
Man, Roll Tide, Zach. Y'all, that sound like OG Zach right there. Whoever that is on the other side of that phone line, that phone call right there, that's Zach. That's Zach Wilges, baby. Boy, y'all better, man, put some respect on that. See, I don't know. Maybe maybe that he really might be my brother for real. Cause I don't know if y'all noticed the energy is like when I'm up, he up. That's my brother, man. When he up, I'm up. That's my little brother. We got another call on the line. Let's see who it is, y'all. Let's see who it is. 205.
Call from
Rod Baker. Put me in the game.
Yo, Rod, you in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, man? What's good with you?
Man, listen, I'm trying to calm down, but I think, you know what, Rod? I think I'm having like post-workout, pre-workout. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm looking at my chest. My joint's still like pumped. I'm like, bro, we're an hour and a half past workout. But I love it, man. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
Hey, man. Talk to me, man. Bama preseason rankings. What they 15 and 21, 16 on some boards, 12 on a lot of them. But 15 and 16 and 21 is diabolical to me. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Well, I'm gonna be real. So a lot of, the point I'm about to bring up, man, nobody want to talk about, but it's a real thing. When the board first came in and Saban left, what, almost 30 players, and so we had to scramble.
Yeah,
we had to try to put together a team with spit and glue. So I commend the man for the first couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even tripping, you know what I'm saying, about what he had to deal with. But when you bring it up to other fan bases, oh, this Bama, that's Bama. Oh, he got Saban boys, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody knows football, his players didn't fit the scheme.
Mm.
So when I hear these people talk, man, I laugh because I'm really like, because to me, you're not talking football. You're talking with emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like when I heard what Clatt said, man, I laughed so hard. and he was talking about how Oregon was better than us. Like, also, first of all, I'm going to say this. I'm so tired of folks on this Oregon train.
Come on, bro.
If Oregon was so good, wouldn't they have like at least one natty or a conference championship or something like that and so forth? They went to the Big Ten to try to make it to the championship, and they still ain't done it.
Ain't gonna
Why
do
y'all
it.
keep talking about Oregon good? You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
They too finesse. Landon ain't the guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like Landon as a coordinator, but not as a coach.
Come on, man.
Coach, but that is
him and Sark. Those are great coordinators that should have stayed coordinators.
Great.
With that head coaching run. It's not gonna fare well for their legacy, their career.
No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? So I like the boy. You know what I'm saying? I like what he does. I like how he interacts with the players. I like the culture that he's brought. And for people to think that he's not a good coach or a good fit, they don't know football. And what they don't see what he's doing, man, in recruiting. If he was so bad at coaching, man, why we've been in the top 5 in recruiting for the last 2 years?
Talk about
it. You know what I'm saying? And one of his biggest accomplishments was retaining Ryan Williams when he came, because that was a Saban recruit.
Mm-hmm.
He kept a lot of the Saban guys, you know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say this. When we start doing what we're supposed to do, I don't want to hear any of them. I want that same energy from these analysts, you know what I'm saying, when we handle business. Because I like what we did on the line on both sides in the portal. We got bigger. We got more depth. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be able to help us out in the long run. And I'm going to be honest, bro. I know, I'm going to get to my top 5 in a minute.
You good? We got about 3 more minutes, bro.
But gotcha. But there's one player and on defense and offense that just keeps flashing in my mind right now that I think is going to have a good impact. On defense, I just can't shake my boy Jabber, man. I think Jabber going to come in. Whenever he has his time, he going to make plays.
Brother.
And on offense, my boy
Can I interject real quick? Can I interject before you go?
Go ahead.
The only reason I won't say Jabber Edwards, because I think as long as everybody stays healthy, like you said,
right,
he will be limited with his reps. I don't think they're going to depend on him to be as impactful as he can be. But
right,
I think right now he's going to get thrown into some situations like that first year, like Mbakwe did at corner.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Bach play a lot of reserve reps, but then when we had those injuries in that first year, we had a whole secondary full of freshmen or first-year starters with Bray Hubbard and Keon Sabb over top. Well, Sabb was injured.
Right.
So we didn't even have Sab, who was a first year starter for Bama at that time. So like the defensive back development is there. That's why I think Jair Edwards will get impact plays, but I don't think he'll have enough opportunities because of the depth and rotation. But when he's out there, he is going to be seen. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and then on offense, man, you're not going to be able to keep Seth Morgan off the field.
Come on,
you're just not.
You can't.
You
especially
just not.
With the injury to Noah. Especially with the injury to Noah. That makes it a whole different game, even for Aubrey Walker coming in. That makes it a whole different game for those two guys.
Yep. So my top 5, I'm a intertwine defense and offense. 5, I gotta go Yonze. Yonze, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go with Yonze. Number 5. Number 4, I gotta go Seth Morgan, bro. I just got to, man. I gotta go Seth. I see Seth doing some big things this year.
I wanted to.
3 ZB, of course. ZB don't get talked about enough. Number 2, who I got for number 2? This hard here. I gotta lock in with Bray at number 2.
Okay, I was about to say you can't have a top 5 nothing with Bama right now without Bray's name mentioned. Okay. You can say top 5 running backs. Bray Hubbard, he gonna be number 5. You can say top 5 quarterbacks. Bray Hubbard, he played quarterback in high school. Bray Hubbard gonna be top 5 quarterback.
You gotta put Bray in there. You gotta put Bray in there.
Facts.
And then my number 1, man, and I know y'all ain't been putting him in here, man, but I gotta roll my boy Keelan, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Keelan, my number 1, because I feel like our offense will be at its best, at its peak when he's in there. Now, no slight to Austin,
right?
But if we really want to try to move the needle and make some things happen, and make these receivers and these tight ends and all that, Keelan need to be the starter.
Facts. And bro, to coincide with your point, I don't think Austin is a bad quarterback at all. I don't think Austin is a bad quarterback. I think Austin anywhere else is your for sure starter right now in a lot of spots in the country. Tennessee, Florida, South Carolina, he'll compete there. And those are good solid quarterback rooms, but I think Austin Mack is that much better than those rooms. So, but I think Keelan Russell is just that much better for the offense and what we need to do and how Ryan Grubb wants to play call, how the personnel is set up, how we want to utilize space on the offensive side.
Right.
Keelan Russell is the best skill set, the better quarterback, but he's the best skill set for the scheme and what we want to see. Final thought, Rod, and then we're going to open this phone line back up.
Man, my final thought, and I'm going to leave with this here. A lot of folks ain't going to like what I'm about to say, but to all these Bama fans who claim they Bama fans, when we get up in this top 5 this year and when we make this deep playoff run, you just stay where you at.
I
don't want to see you. I don't want to hear about you. I don't want to hear this divorce slander. I don't want to hear any of that. Because I'm telling you what's going to happen. We're gonna make a deep run, man. I believe it. I like the attitude of this team. I love it.
Yeah.
And and an honorable mention, I've got to say, man, my boy Ryan Williams, I think he's gonna have a good year too.
Okay, yeah. Solid. Hey, appreciate the call, man. And roll tide, Rod.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for my guy, Rod, man. And my boy said, all y'all fair weather Bama fans out there doing all that extra crying and stuff, right? That boy had to unload the clip before he got up out of here. But why y'all doing all that crying and stuff? Doubting Kalen DeBoer. It's the offseason. Y'all have no reason to doubt anything right now. Like, this is the best time to be talking crazy and delusional. Like all the other fan bases, they talk crazy about their teams. They have these crazy projections and these guarantees. But Bama fans just out here crying. For what? We got put out the playoffs by the national championship team. Like that's literally what Daryl, appreciate you for pulling up today, man. Give it up for my guy Daryl. You there, Jordan? Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Lane Kiffin can be put in the conversation as well, right? Facts. You talking about the should have stayed coordinators? I think so too. Because you had a chance to validate yourself at Ole Miss and you jump ship to go to LSU. Now, if he turn around and win at LSU, you're talking about within his first 24 games, he muster out 18 wins in his first year. First 2 years, that's a solid coaching start. All right. So that's going to be it for the phone line. Appreciate all the calls, man. We're going to do one more infomercial break. And we want to give thanks to our call-in segment sponsor before we get out of here. Shout out to, y'all heard him on the phone lines, my big brother, Kelsey Shepard, First Place Barber here in Montgomery, Alabama. Y'all give it up for them and what they do for the network, man. They're doing special things for us. Y'all see that clean haircut? That's their doing, right? That's their doing, not me by any means. I gotta get another clipper set, but even when I get them, I don't think my stuff gonna be that clean. Him, my personal barber, Sean, at the barbershop, and the team of barbers at First Place Barbering. It's an experience, man. You want to get in there and get some good old barbershop, football talk, sports talk, anything. Or you need prayer, or you just need to have a good time. Pull up the First Place Barbering if you're in Montgomery. They open Monday through Saturday. I think some of them take personal clients on Sunday, but it's a great environment, and we appreciate them for being the sponsors here on the Coach Smook Network. Now, we're going to take a quick infomercial break. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and close out this show. And I got a few announcements to make about our show tonight, and then we'll get up out of here. Jordan, can you play that outro, the 2026 outro one where we talk about becoming a member and all that stuff? Take us out, Jordan.
All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family. Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or a Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA family. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to the space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Catch you on the next one.
All right, chat, let's get on up out of here, y'all. We got some things going on tonight. We got another call-in show tonight. We're going to try to kick it off at 7:30. Y'all know, man, we don't wait for the night call-in show to build up. Y'all got to get in early if you want to get on the phone line. You want to talk some good football. You want to talk some good Bama talk. You want to talk some good college football talk. You want to talk your trash. Tonight is the night to do it. We like to take our morning shows and keep it topic related. But tonight, open topics, Friday night talk. We're going to chill. We're going to eat a little bit. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to get on the game a little bit for today. Hopefully we can get Sap Dog, the Mutt Mound, Adrian, the Mutt Mound, to play us. He been talking a lot of crazy noise. He even got Amanda in on it. He got Amanda in on it. Talking about them, bro. Don't nobody want to read no troll comments while they working. Come in and talk some football. Why you ain't coming in talking about how Georgia supposed to be one of the top 5 teams, and they're gonna lose to Alabama and Tuscaloosa next season. Why we ain't talking about that? Let's be real. Let's stop. Video game content is for TikTok. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? You got your little wins. Whoop-de-doo. 12-7 is the overall record. I bet you won't pull up today. Zach, right. I mean, just get a life at this point. It's a video game. Oh, but when I beat them and I go crazy, I'm doing too much. Oh, I'm about to be up, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all have a blessed day, man. I will see y'all over on the TikTok side. Hopefully y'all join in, enjoy the game and content. We're going to kick that off about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to kick that off and give y'all some fun, man. Roll Tide to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Everybody that's showing love, remember, like and share the stream. Don't forget to comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed. Roll Tide.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, I'm walking out of Walmart. Hey, what's your name, bro? Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Thank you.